for Golden State, currently in 8th place in the Western Conference, and looking to move up in the home stretch. Timberwolves, Warriors, only here on 2K Sports.
It ain't never gonna stop. Search. Now lean back. Lean back. Lean back.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for the Warriors, Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield, and Richard. And this matchup always, Clark, seems to produce some fireworks.
Well, again, when conference opponents are this familiar, Kevin, things tend to get ramped up, heated up, intensified, if you will.
Now, here's Butler, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards. Randall finds DiVincenzo. And here's Gobert. Pass to Randall. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Butler on the way. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Some celebrity faces in the crowd. Famous Los watching the action.
And Famous Los, known for commentary over basketball videos, but make no mistake, the young fella can hoop as well.
Gobert denying that chance at the rim. The Stifle Tower doing his thing.
It's stolen by Green. To the inside. Hield with the bucket.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Edwards against Hield. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Hield. Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
He throw good, Edwards. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And Edwards drops them both. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Butler knows what he can do inside. That time erupting for a throwdown.
Edwards against Hield. Fade away. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 2nd in field goal percentage, and he's truly a force around the rim, ranking among the top 5 in rebounds per game.
And you mentioned it, he's the 2nd best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Richard. McDaniels defending. To the middle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Now here's Butler, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Shot clock at 3. The shot's good. Butler's got 6. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hield. Curry on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Outside, Green. Curry, wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Randall, a screen on Hield. Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Curry passes to Hield. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Curry. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Bulls in Chicago. Pass to Green. At the top of the key, Hield. Here's Green. Still yet to score. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And here is DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. It's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Warriors, 4th.
The teams they faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Now, here's Kuminga. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Well, Clark, we've got a little regular season series here. 2 games in a row with the same 2 teams. And the fans are eager to see how their top guys measure up.
That's always something that we as broadcasters look forward to, and the fans as well. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup, and I think your coaches in these matchups will be making plenty of notes, mental notes, because adjustments will be needed and applied going forward. There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side, an incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
Both free throws good from Green. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley scanning the floor. A floater, and he sinks the layup.
Conley so adept at knowing when he needs to get that shot off. Nice soft touch there.
Inside, and Kuminga throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Outside Conley, pass to Reed, fires for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And here is Conley following Jonathan Kuminga's three. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here from the wing. And no good that time. Podziemski with it. Pass to Kuminga. From 20 feet out. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Horford is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Moody. And it's Kuminga in at the three. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Timberwolves trail by 7 to the middle. Here's Randall. Some solid defense from Butler.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. The guy is all about winning.
Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Randall against Butler. Baseline jumper. Warriors with the rebound. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Kevin?
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Randall outside. He takes it in. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Just has a certain flair to his game. Randall gets hit on the drive, never flinches.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Golden State. Curry comes in for Kuminga. Daniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Dillingham. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Butler kicks to Curry. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. Off target with his 3. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Green slams it in.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Randall. Good on the 13-footer. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team, and with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
And here is McDaniel after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Butler against Randall. Shot clock at 6. Draymond Green pulls it in. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 40-point game against Phoenix. Randall can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 14. The kick outside to Butler. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Butler's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Minnesota shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's McDaniels. No good, unable to end this run.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Randall. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside, Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. It's Curry with the drive. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's DiVincenzo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
DiVincenzo fighting through contact there. Dante gets a chance to add another point at the line. Terrific and one.
Al Horford. He's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Throw drops for DiVincenzo. An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Boy, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
Now, Gobert. After the missed 3 from Buddy Hield, Gobert finds Edwards. Launches from deep. The rebound by Hield.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Edwards. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Fellas, what stands out to you about this schedule?
Man, I don't have time to be thinking about their schedule. I got my own schedule to worry about.
What? You're too busy visiting fast food chains and shooting low-budget commercials. That's why.
Nothing low budget here, Kenny. Just ask my bank account.
Can't argue with that one, though.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They say live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Timberwolves trail by 18. On the court for Minnesota, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Edwards, that's good.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Now Green, outside Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Butler. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you guys.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Butler, following the basket by Julius Randle. Butler. No good there off the double clutch. To the inside. Out to Edwards. It's going by Hield. Back to Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
That's good from Stephen Curry. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Whew, lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Richard. McDaniels defending. Curry looking it over. Over Edwards. And the Warriors miss again.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniel. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
Now here's Edwards. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Curry. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Butler against Randall. 5 to shoot. Randall against Butler. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo. A 3 off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Curry's shot is good.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 19-point game. Back to Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Hield, and a change for the Timberwolves. Conley's checked in. Warriors leading by 17. Outside Curry. Butler against Randall. Launches a three. Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside for Randall. Outside Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Butler. On the left block. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Golden State moving the ball around.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. Edwards defending. Podziemski's shot is good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Randall. He's got 8. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 9.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams will look to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And it's Green with the jam.
Butler really known as one of the best defenders in the game. He knows when to get after it and go for steals with those quick hands.
Now here is Conley. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Randall with a screen for Conley. And it's blocked. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Randall against Butler. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Now here's Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Misses the jumper. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moses Moody. Jimmy Butler is out there with Horford. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Kuminga in at small forward. So it's the Warriors now after the basket by Minnesota. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
You know, he is really the soul and essence of this team. JB leading them in all facets tonight.
Pass to Randall. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. To the paint. Horford finds Kuminga. Hit the shot. Good work defensively by Conley. Timberwolves trail by 17. To the left wing. Randall against Butler. Randall dishes to Clark. Offline with his three. Warriors leading by 17. Down low. Outside, Kuminga. Moody the pass to Butler. Outside, Kuminga. Drills the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And you have to keep an eye on Kuminga on the outside because he won't hesitate.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Green, he's checked in for Horford. And Curry subbed in for Jonathan Kuminga. Timberwolves also changing it up. Shannon's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Mike Conley. Warriors on D. Here is Edwards. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Now Curry. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot on.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Randall to end the cold streak, and the layup is up and in.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season, I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Clock at 6. Pass to Dillingham. Here's McDaniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. McDaniels outside. Melton with the steal. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
We have liftoff. How about the jam by Melton?
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Kuminga.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Pass to Pajemski. Shoots over McDaniel. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DiVincenzo passes to Randle. Nails the baby hook. That's 12 points for Julius Randle.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Melton kicks to Kuminga. Horford with a screen on Randle. Here's Kuminga. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Second team foul.
And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard. Stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
And that one misses.
And we continue to see Kuminga improve at a steady rate. He's a young big with a bright future in this league.
He hits the second from the line. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Butler.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now, here's McDaniel. And here's Melton. Pass to Podziemski. Kuminga down low. He's defended by Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Melton from past the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Edwards with it. From about 16, jump shot is good that time.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks, team. Well, Draymond, it was smooth sailing for you tonight. How'd you make it look so easy?
I mean, it's seamless because I play with guys who makes it seamless. You know, I don't have to come out and try to do too much. Just come out and be myself. So for that reason, it was seamless.
All right, congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But first, let's reveal our player of the game